This is another Real Track production. Real Track, real.
I can see straight through the fuckery. Niggas know what's up with me. Yeah. Niggas know not to fuck with me. Real shit, only no fuckery. Thought this bitch wanna fuck on me, so she can go and tell that's that fuckery. If it ain't out there, that's the fuckery. I'm pulling back up with the fuckery. Yeah, bitch ain't no fucking me. You owe me, you ducking me, that is that fuckery. Yeah, stick on me ugly. Bitch ain't no touching me 30 for fuckery. Nah, that is that fuckery. That is that fuckery, fuckery. Yeah, that is that fuckery. That is that fuckery. Yeah, I can't let you pay me for a pussy. You owe me, then pay me, or I am a pussy. Yeah, probably feel out, huh? But I can't let you feel like you took it. Nope. Not the way you had a nigga looking. Need my money on my work when I call you play hooking. Yeah. You ain't keep it G. You ain't keep it G, nigga. All you did is try to hit me with the motherfucking fuckery, nigga. Yeah. Never about to hand and feed niggas. No. I was just trying to feed niggas. Yeah. Cause I was just trying to eat, nigga. But I can't let you think I'm sweet, nigga. Okay. Yeah. I ain't type to live for beef, nigga. Nope. But I ain't looking just to please, nigga. Yeah. Got the pipe on my hip, got some pressure built up. I'm a motherfucking squeeze. Yeah. Man, fuck making peace with you. I'll try and make some cheese with you. Yeah, man, I feel like we equal. Pull up, old raggedy vehicle. I'm shooting at whoever be with you. I wouldn't wanna be with you. I'ma kill a nigga, smoke weed with you. Same nigga like to be a C with you. 30 round clip for your pussy ass. Then you get the picture. Thought this bitch wanna fuck on me. That ain't gon' happen though. Back in the trap and I'm stacking though. No time to chill with no ratchet hoe. Unless you gon' traffic though. No fuckery. Talk back, I smack her though. Tell that hoe pack the coke. Bitch, get your back and go get out the fucking dope. Yo, whoa. How's everybody doing this morning? Oh, that's afternoon, ain't it, baby? Yep. I'm playing hooky. Well, it's not real hooky. But I am off today. Yeah, it is. So, in light of everything going on, I just want to have some fun, baby. I do have a video. Let me see here. I do have a video that's posted and I'm waiting for it to clear so I can monetize it. I'll be quick then. I'll be quick. So essentially what this one is called, again, it's the second installment in What Would Buff Do? We may have to make this a two-part deal because the lovely CJ, she has a live scheduled at 2:30. So what I do want to say is, I can't see the chat right now. What I do want to say is shouts out to Ghost because he really put together the design and the prototype was really flawless. It was a troll for Ernie, but at the same time, like we really got to see Buff for who he was. We also got to learn some things about Tarek, and I hear that Tarek has had an accident and he's still got some ongoing rehabilitation that he's kind of going through, and so prayers to Tarek. I heard some of Tarek's testament, and I tell you what, he's really been through a lot. And so Buff been through a lot too. You hear me? Buff been through a whole lot. Now, what is so striking to me is the exact look here. You ever heard the terminology, they broke the mold when they made you or him or me? Man, that's a lie. It's two Ernie Shells and they're both named Buff Bagwell.
this was an ego stroke from Hua. Now I understand that, you know, there's no way that Ghost could have put it together thinking that that Buff McBagswell was gonna come on here and just show his whole posterior. You hear me? Like Buff came on here and showed his ass. You dig? I mean, he compared himself to everyone. And there's even a portion where he calls Tarek a boy. And I'm gonna tell you right now, with that hairline, there ain't no way you can ever confuse Tarek with being a boy. You dig? Nothing about Tarek's hairline is gonna it screams boy. It screams seasoning. This man's seasoned. You hear me? He's spicy. You dig? But that doesn't take away from the fact that, you know, I wish Tarek a speedy recovery, right? That doesn't change a thing. So let's just start. Let's just start out right here.
And so I got burned with acid on both of my legs about 5 years ago.
Man, that sucks. Let's move forward a little bit. I think some people may know. I watched this, and let me tell you what, like Buff McBagswell can still bring the numbers. At one point, there was like 3,000 people in this chat, like legit. In the words of Ernie Shell, literally, there was like 3,000 people in there. And I think that it must have been a whole bunch of people from the, you know, must have been a bunch of Buff McBagswell bushwatchers, because the chat wasn't even hardly moving. You know what I'm saying? And so I was a little bit confused by how Buff McBagswell could bring so many fans around, but they're hiding from him. You know what I mean? I think they really just hiding from Buff's good leg.
Soft tissue, and
Right.
it is because it's a.
You're more.
I'd rather not get into that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I hate that. I wanted to really, I was excited to, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting to talk to you because I wanted to really to see you and talk to you. So, okay, that's fine. I got
Well,
you.
okay,
Everything is pretty copacetic right up until the point that they not they, because Ghost didn't do anything. Ghost hosted like a true gentleman, and that's a fact. Tarek was a real gentleman. They were, you know, Tarek was very in tune and shared throughout the course of this thing that I saw. But then Wheels comes up, and Wheels has something in common with Buff McBagswell. What they have in common is that they're both amputees. Now, Buff, in typical Buff McBagswell fashion, he's going to compare his one dumb, stupid thing to two of Wheels' medical deals, right? Now, I have heard some things about Wheels and the troll and all that stuff. And today I'm only here to talk about the way Buff McBagswell probably did the opposite of motivational speaking, like factually.
okay, I'm up. Just don't laugh. I can make a
No,
jackass look good.
it's totally up to you. It's up to you. It's totally up to you.
Oh my God, that's so
Oh,
much
Will.
better.
Ah, it's nice to see
What are
you.
you?
Now, I'm going to tell you this. Wheels said she's 50. Wheels looks dang good for 50. If I look as good as her when I'm 50, like, Lord be the way, the light, I mean, the Trinity, everything, the Holy Ghost. I hope I look as young as Wheels does when I'm 50, and that's legit.
You do, and absolutely show your face, girl.
Now, he wants her to show her face, even though throughout the course of this thing, he's going to assume by looking at her face that he could really just drag her down through there. And I hate that it seems as if Ernie really got the better of the interviews with Buff McBagswell, because nobody pumped Buff McBagswell up for this one. Nobody gassed him up. Nobody put a key in his back. He's here just showing you the real POS that he is. On Ernie's, Ernie was stroking him, and they was stroking each other back, and that don't even sound right at all. You hear me? Hey, Wheels. No, honestly, baby, I did not like. You want to come on up and talk about it? You are more than welcome. And I'm not going to force you to. I'm not going to manipulate you to turn your camera on because I know that was really. It seemed like that was a big hurdle for you, girl. And so, shouts out to you for having the courage to do that in front of a POS like Bagwell. Now, I'm not jumping the gun here. Okay, cool. There you go, lovely. Hey, what's up, doozy? Show is a doozy, baby. Yeah, just give me a moment because we're gonna step aside from the content that I was gonna run through because I was absolutely floored by what Buff McBagswell said to her. And I'll tell you what, I understand it's a tough position. Hey, Wheels, how you doing, baby?
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to finally get to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, lovely. And please, if I'm out of bounds, because I watched what happened last night, and I don't know that a lot of people got to see it, but and correct me if I'm wrong, but like he was way out of bounds with the way that he handled you, wasn't he?
I didn't see it that way, but everybody is entitled to their own opinions on, on things. But I actually found the conversation, what the word I'm looking for. He's motivated me because I've
Has
had
he?
medical professionals tell me that getting prosthetic legs is not in my future, and he's actually, lit a fire under my ass to make me want to prove the doctor's wrong.
And you know what? I truly think that with the human spirit and with God behind us, we can achieve anything. But I think that you and I can both agree that Buff's not a doctor, right? Now, I'm not
No,
telling you that you have to accept what the doctors are telling you as any version or brand of a finality, because if you want it bad enough, you can, right? But I guess what I was really taken back by was some of the comments that he made to you through the course of it. I felt like, I guess I felt like that whole conversation should have been had in private, right?
nobody's perfect. I mean,
No, and I think you're perfect in all your ways. I'm
oh, thank
upset
you.
with him. I'm upset with him because the way that he handled that was not very professional at all, and I felt like it was really a testament to who we know he is and who he portrays himself as.
I can see your point of view. I can
Right?
see that.
I mean, I'm not here to tell anyone that. So I felt like he broke you down, but I don't feel like he built you back up the way that he should have for as low as I felt he went, right? And that's just my opinion.
Mm.
And I'm certainly not here to do anything to offend you at all. In fact, this was solely about sticking up for you because I really didn't like the way that the guy talked to you, referred to you, and all of that.
Maybe he's just threatened by a confident woman.
He's threatened by a beautiful, confident woman.
I don't see myself as beautiful, but I will take the compliment. So thank you.
Girl, look here. God didn't make no mistakes. You're a believer in Christ?
I am, but I'm not. It's there's just personal reasons behind it.
I understand. I've been at those points in times where I question God's design and plan for me. I truly have. And I think that it's at times like that, Wheels, where we really have to dig in and we have to understand that none of this is by accident, right? None of it. I'm not here to tell you what your calling could be or should be or any of that kind of stuff. I'm here to tell you that God don't make no mistakes. And
My
that's
calling is to be the best version of myself I can be.
that's it.
Um, you know, I didn't have it easy growing up. Not gonna lie there,
Yeah.
but I think that just it made me have a little bit thicker skin.
And I think that it's that thicker skin that we have that sometimes makes it hard to tell ourselves. We get confused on what the world is offering us because we have this thick, rugged exterior, right?
Hmm.
And I think that it's okay to. And I'm not saying you don't. I'm saying from speaking for me. The tough, rugged exterior, and then what I do for a living. Sometimes I have to remind myself, and I have to dive into situations that make me feel human, right? Like it's okay to feel sad, it's okay to feel offended, it's okay to be mad, and it's okay to be happy, right? And I
Yeah.
think that um, ultimately, I guess I want to apologize on behalf of Buff for my interpretation of it because I felt like he really handled you raw, and that that's the sort of conversation maybe you have with someone after you've known them for a while. I didn't feel like that's a conversation he should have had with you publicly in front of like 3,000 people. You know what I
I
mean?
I don't have anything to hide. I'm an open book.
And I get that, and I think that that's a beautiful trait to have. I truly do. But at the same time, in a world with people filled like Buff, with people filled just like Buff, sometimes we got to play our cards close, And I do want to say that I truly do appreciate Ghost for even putting together a scenario. And I think that Ghost in the back of his mind probably knows that this guy is like a wild card. You never know what he's going to say, but you kind of always know that it's going to be self serving, right? Like,
Yeah.
Buff is always going to self serve. He's always going to paint himself in a light that is, holier than thou and yada, yada, yada. So, I really just, I'm glad that you're not offended because this was in no way an attack on you. It was more of like an expose of more of Buff stuff, right?
I I'm not offended. It
Good.
takes a lot to offend me. It takes a lot to trigger me. I
Mhm.
mean, certainly last night after before the live was even over, Nicolina tried triggering me. She post on her community wall.
I,
I just
I
laughed.
I went to sleep early, so there's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not even aware of. And I guess really in closing, I just want to tell you to keep your head up and keep doing you, girl.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living?
I work in the funeral industry.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I was in fire and EMS for almost 18 years, so
thank you for your service. I know
thank my dad. He's the one that inspired me to do it.
you saved and positively affected a lot of people's lives during that tenure. So thank you. Thank you for your service, Wheels.
Well, thank you.
You're
There's
welcome.
a lot more people out there that's more deserving of that praise than someone like me, but there's not in that line of work, there's not a whole lot of praise or thank yous or anything like that.
Yeah. No, it is sort of a selfless job. It really, certain fields they can be very, they could be hard. And I think that we condition ourselves in these fields. It's hard for us to accept thank yous and accolades and things. And we're only human too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways, thank you for joining me with Miss Wheels.
Oh, not a problem.
I
I've
hope you have a beautiful day.
kind of been bush camping on you for a couple months now, but
Well, you can come on in, girl. You hear me?
I am Sandy. I very much am yeah, I can't even talk today.
It's okay.
I get that from my dad's mom. My grandma was, and sorry, I'm like tongue
No,
tied today.
it's all right. Take your time.
But public service has always been a big thing in my family,
Yeah.
and uh, my grandma did it up pretty much almost up until the day she died. My dad was a volunteer up until about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's sister was in the EMS side of things, so I kind of
Mhm.
followed both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Then me and my brother, and then at one point, one of my kids as well. So
Well, I thank your whole family for being patron saints, if you will.
no, you're gonna make my head swell up bigger than Ernie's. You better watch it.
Yeah, you ain't got no big head. Quit that.
But no, well, thanks for having me up here. I do have to bounce. I'm
Yeah.
work in the middle of something, but I seen you went live, so I was sitting here watching, and then when you brought my name up, I was like, "Oh fuck, what's he gonna say about me?" And no,
You know the thing about me is that you may have issues with other people in the community. I don't adopt people's stuff and people don't adopt my stuff, you know? So, but that also means that I can still be friends with people maybe you have issues with, and you can be friends with people I've had issues with, right? The people you were with last night, I've had issues with them people. And, you know, I don't look at you any differently, right? So,
Lion Mama, I never said I was perfect. I don't act like I'm perfect. And one of your little oh shit, hold on.
why don't you take care of your business, Miss Wheels, and I'll have you back on here in the future. God bless you for coming. Okay, moving forward.
I love it.
Okay, we've spoken through email, and I know you didn't know what a bilateral amputee is.
Right.
Bilateral means both legs.
Bi means two. Ask Ernie. The fact that she knows he doesn't know what bilateral means is just beyond me.
Both my legs are above the knee, but the stumps are different lengths because they had to go halfway up my thigh on one leg because of bone infection. So any questions that you would have about that condition, and just so you know, I go by the name Wheels. I embrace.
Now, I'll tell you this, Wheels. He's definitely not going to have any questions because he didn't even know what that was. Y'all been corresponding in emails, and this guy, you know, I guess he's probably not even familiar with unilateral, which means one, right? Even though he has one, he doesn't know what it means.
You know, that part of my life. I'm in a wheelchair.
Are you dealing with an athlete of the purest driven snow? But he's not a scholar, right? Definitely not a scholar.
So Wheels is right up my alley.
Well, my question.
Although I hear he is a massage specialist. So always got that in his back pocket.
Question is why are you embracing that, and why can't we get you on 2 prosthetic legs?
Because it's sort of like somebody who's short embracing the nickname Stretch, right? Or somebody that's slim adopting the nickname Slim, or maybe someone that's on the heavier side adopting a playful moniker like Slim, right? Or somebody that moves around in the world slow and they call him Speedy. I don't think this guy gets it. Put a one in the chat if you get it, though. I get it.
Prosthetics are not in my future. I have lower back issues from years and years of heavy lifting.
How old are you?
So does Buff. So, you know, I think that there's something that you can both gravitate towards, you know. Although you were doing a service, you say, Buff just been carrying around his ego, and he blew his back out carrying his ego.
I'm 50 years old, sir.
I mean, I hear you if that's the choice that you wish to.
He doesn't hear you, Wheels. He doesn't. He's He's had both his egos in both his ears.
Make, darling, but that's not an answer. I mean, there's, darling, I've got, if I showed you my x-rays of my body, it's unbelievable.
Here we go. It's all about Buff.
Well, this is not a beat Wills up time. I love Wills, and I want you to get the most out of life. I just feel like you could do more than that. I can tell you this: if I had time to come to you, you would be on two.
Boy, you ain't got nothing but time. You sitting around on Cameo. You could do Cameo from the road. You hear me? You could Cameo from the road, Jack.
Prosthetics legs in 1 month walking around it.
Now he's selling this woman snake oil, right? Snake oil. I'm not here to say Wheels can't get back on prosthetic legs, right? But that is a journey. It's not an event. And here he is belittling her situation by making it an event. Okay?
If I had anything to do with it. So that tells me that there's somebody that could help you get on 2 legs. I am conquering 1 leg. So it ain't like 2 legs would put me in a wheelchair. It's devastating. It's hard. I hear you. But let's just say you were, a good way to say it is, let's say you were my sister. You would be on 2 legs walking around.
This guy, like, this is insane. Woohoo juice. This is insane. The way that I feel like he's handling this woman. I hate this.
So I wish that to be so. I hope that my energy can come through the camera and help you do that. But it starts with your mindset. And I can tell just by your answer, you don't have the right mindset, baby. And that's okay. I just want you to know, I can't let you tell me it's okay and me agree with that. It's not okay that you're not walking. I believe that you can walk. There's no doubt in my mind you can, because I got one of those.
Now, it's almost like he gets on the right side of this thing, and then both his egos are far too heavy, an anchor for him to carry, even with 1 leg, and he gets drugged right back into belittling this woman. Like, I almost need to pray over this situation because, man, bro, you are really a piece of work, Bagwell. He isn't anyone to tell anything, yeah, right? Like, and thank God Wheels didn't take this as some chariot ride of chastising.
That you've got. I understand you're hurt and things, but there's answer to all those questions, just like the boy's skin problem. He ain't digging hard.
He's calling Tarek a boy. Did you just hear that? Man, this dude's got disrespect to go around. Tarek is not a boy. Tarek has a whole tool set behind him. Tarek is a property manager. Buff, you are a washed up wrestling cameo. That's as far as I want to go with that. Tarek is not a boy. Bro, you would do backflips with 1 leg to get the kind of money that Tarek gives to Katie. You wouldn't even have to cameo no more if you had Tarek money, homie.
Enough. If he does, they'd be closed. He could fix it, and even admitted that. But there's also, if you really wanted to, baby.
See, he can solve all of the world's problems, even Tarek's wounds that he's still dealing with. And now he's venturing in back. He's interweaving back and forth both lanes of the road. He's whipping up on Tarek, and he's whipping up on Wheels. And let me tell you the cloak and the shroud that this man comes in. He wants you to stomach and swallow the things that he has to say to you, that he's also shrouding in motivational speaking, but he wants you to accept it because he thinks you're automatically starstruck with who he used to be. Not who he is now, who he used to be. Put a 1 in the chat if you're feeling that. You did. Not enough for them to be able to say, hey, we want it to be about this. We don't want to venture over here or venture over there. We want you to stay in the parameters of the criteria we're setting right now. I'm guessing it was just enough to get him to appear to run his mouth. Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much.
Girl, you can walk, but you have just got comfortable with your situation. And again, this ain't beat up Will's time. This is.
But he's got to tell you that that's not actually what he's doing. He's projecting that he knows that's what he's doing, right?
Praise Lord God, Will's time, and hope I say something that can spark a flame and just excite you enough to know there. If you want to be Will's, and then leave out the bilateral
leave it out. But that's his claim to fame now, that he's a unilateral amputee and this and this. And man, quit that. Right?
I got my low back problem. Leave all that.
Do as I say, not as I do. Right?
Out and just say, I'd rather be in the wheelchair, because the rest of that is blah, blah, blah. I love you and want the best for you, but you could be on two
Her testimony is blah, blah, blah.
legs. I would love for you to be on two legs, walking around and enjoying life like you need to be.
A lot of my problem is I put everybody before me and what I need and what I want. My parents are both in their 70s. I was a single mom of 2 boys. They're both grown adults now, one of whom is autistic. So I put all of my health
He just shook his head no.
issues, all of my problems on the back burner and put everybody before me.
Whatever's in that can, boy, it gave him wings. You hear me?
And it's only just been in the past 5 years now when I finally said enough is enough. I have to concentrate on me. I've put stuff off for too long. I had to have both my knees, when I still had my legs, replaced before I was 40.
Right.
And then I ultimately wound up losing both my legs.
Well, the first,
he cuts her off right before she's getting to why she lost her legs. Like, it's just his mind is all the time just focused on him and then waiting for a moment. He didn't wait till she took a breath to jump in. He's waiting. Once he gets all of his thoughts complete, then he's just going to dive in and cut her off in the most vulnerable part of her telling her testimony to him.
Yeah, and I hear you, darling, totally. The first.
Yeah, I hear you, darling, totally.
Right.
And then I ultimately wound up losing both my legs.
Well, the first. Yeah, and I hear you, darling, totally.
No, you don't. Now he's lying. You literally stopped her. You are not hearing anything she had to say or has to say. You feel me? Like, come on now. Now, I'm not aware of the Charlie stuff. I saw this and it was over. And I emphatically, spiritually, threw a fist bump to Ghost for, bringing the kind of crowd that he had. And, what are you going to do? Like, you got a WWE superstar here, right? And it's all about him. And so, you don't want to run him off. So I get why Ghost took the lane that he did. I truly do. What kind of lane would I have took? I'd have booted him off and said, man, I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? We got connectivity issues. And then I'd have polled everybody else on the panel still and said, you all right? You all right? Okay, all right. Shoot. Buff must be on that Metro PCS Wi-Fi. You hear me?
The first thing that needs to happen would be something you're very.
And you see all of these well wishes down here. I believe Shannon really does love Wheels. I believe she does. She's trying to give her testimony. And I feel like either consciously or subconsciously, these folks are having to reassure her that they love her because this has went off the rails. You hear me? This has went off the rails. Straight up.
Probably insecure about, but you got to talk about it to get somewhere in life. The first thing to handle, baby girl, would be your weight.
Yeah, you see that one?
Would be something you're very probably insecure about, but you got to.
Wow. He's assuming she's insecure. She just got through telling me she got a thick skin.
Talk about it to get somewhere in life. The first thing.
You got to talk about it to get somewhere in life. We should all want to lift one another up. Now, I don't know what that comment is really saying. I don't know if it's just in general, or if it's aimed towards mcbagswell.
The handle, baby girl, would be your weight. I'm guessing the weight was a problem with your knees in the early stages. And
you would know what her problem was if you let her finish. You ain't even let her finish. My PTSD, thanks so much for becoming a new member, baby. You know it means the world to me, Queen. I didn't find this dude. Ernie did.
And I'm guessing, knowing what I'm going through with a prosthetic leg, that if I was heavier, it would be a lot harder. So the first thing that would have to
Man, look here. It isn't, there ain't no Ozempic known on the face of this earth to slim some of the weight off of both of your egos. So you really just talking, you talking theoretics now, homie.
happen for you to get prosthetic legs and for you to start taking care of yourself so you live longer would be to get your weight under control. And
Now he's putting he's putting a date of expiration on her. He don't know nothing. Like this dude is he is a stranger to the truth. You hear me? This fool is a stranger to the truth. I ain't lying to you. Yeah, he is a low cow.
there's several things nowadays for this stuff. There's all of these GPOs or GOPs, whatever they're called. They're crazy. There's one called retatrutide that I'm telling you, you could eat McDonald's every day and lose 50 pounds. It's
I'm guessing whoever owns that peptide company would not okay this sponsorship.
the craziest drug I've ever seen. I know several friends that's taken it.
It's the craziest drug he's ever seen. No, I'm guessing the craziest drug you ever seen had you drive through a brick bathroom in Metro Atlanta and tear your leg up. That's the craziest drug.
It's very affordable. So you have got to find, if you want, you got to find time for wills to say, I want to walk. And to me, you'd be much more beneficial to your children, to your parents.
You know why I really just painted the parallel? You remember how Ernie just recently, before he went down, just before he got locked up, he was saying how Jimmy from the Bayou, he couldn't even walk. And that now that he's been talking with Ernie and Ernie's been motivating him, just the same sort of motivation, just different color, different words. How Jimmy now, what he say? He put a one in, I think he said Jimmy lost 30 pounds in like 4 days. Jimmy can lose the weight as fast as Ernie can put it on, right? Yeah, it's cheap, Jackie, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. That's it. I don't know. You mean the ones that are kind of shaped like a paperclip? I'll tell you what, they do make you fast. There's a double amputee that tried out for the Olympics, and that dude was far too fast on them paperclip legs to even run in the Olympics. They said it was an advantage, right? Hey, Earth Angel, good to see you, baby. He ain't got no shame. Yes, see? The paperclip ones.
Upright and walking around instead of wheeling around in a wheelchair. I just think you'd be, and don't get me wrong, it's a lot. And I hear you, baby girl, but I definitely would hop on board with showing you how to start eating correctly to try to lose weight. And with cardio and stuff, that's not a solution because of your situation, but you can.
He's lying. She could definitely. Are you here to tell me they don't have cardio workouts for people that are in wheelchairs? Is that what he's trying to say? You mean that she can't sit there and do an arm workout? They have them. It's whole workout regimens for people that are amputees and that cannot walk. There are ways for her to get cardio, and he's lying to her, but at the same time, he wants her to believe he can help her. His idea of help to get the weight off of wheels, right, is a peptide or whatever they call them. I don't even know much about them. I mean, I'm probably saying it wrong. Like a GLP or an Ozempic. You have to use those for best results. in combination or in tandem with a workout of some sort. How could you be, what does shadow ban mean? I see you, baby. Thank you so much for your contribution, Queen. You know, it means the world to me. I don't even know what shadow ban means, actually. So definitely he's lying to her. And I don't know what the payoff is. Yeah, cringe on the baby girl stuff. I don't know what the payoff is to lie to this lady, right? You mean to tell me while he was recouping and rehabbing before he could put a prosthetic on, that it never occurred to him that there was a way for him to also stay in shape cardiovascularly? So much so that his mind couldn't venture out there. So he didn't exercise either while he was rehabbing. Oh, well, I'm sorry, Tara. You are not. No, you're not timed out. I see you, baby.
Start eating better and lose hundreds, pounds and pounds with just eating correctly. And that would make it a lot easier in this process. I would love to be on board with this, but take in what we've talked about tonight. And then I got you on my email. You sent me your number. But I just hadn't really got back with you yet, but I get back to everybody.
I just hadn't got back to you yet, but I get back to everybody. Fair enough.
Very good with phones and emails. You saw how quick I answered your email.
Oh yeah, I was.
Now you was pretty good with that cameo. Soon as the cameo went through, you sent it straight to Ernie, and then you got an email from somebody close to me, and you responded to that super nasty. That email never even been put on the line. Don't act like you don't know what you're doing.
You answered as quickly.
Yes, I'm very good about all emails and phones and everything. But
didn't he just say he wasn't good? Now he is good. I mean, it was literally maybe the same breath or at least a breath ago, no longer than one. Man, come on, man.
Just think, if you want, and it's not even bad enough, if you just kind of want to walk with 2 prosthetic legs, let me first remind you that that's much easier than wheeling around in a wheelchair. You'd be so much more helpful.
And he is completely disregarding the fact that she has lower back issues, right? Completely disregarding that. Like, this dude is, man, bro, you need to stop all this.
To everybody you're talking to. So the thing that Dallas Page told me that I'm going to tell you, it's the story you tell yourself. And you know what story you tell you is the one you just told me. Oh, I got a bad back. I put everybody first. And you have said that story. If you think about it, you have said that story to somebody 1,000 times.
And I have.
Because that's your story. And that's okay. But that's what happens with us as humans.
It's called a testimony. And until you move on to the next chapter in the testimony, that's what you have.
We get into our story. Mine was, during my drug addiction, I can't sleep. I can't sleep. Guess why? I couldn't sleep for real. But
when you're you liked meth. So most generally people don't take meth to go to sleep, homie. I know.
It started becoming true because that was the story I told myself. Your story is true because you told yourself that story so many times. But
his story is true, but her story is only true because she's told it to herself so many times. Is this for real? Is this even for real? This dude, he got to have 2 mouths because you can't even say this stuff out of the side of one. You got to have a whole separate mouth.
Guess who that story is not true to? Me. It's not true. Your life would be 1,000 times better on 2.
Yeah, no, he does have. This would have been the time Ghost could have seen he was glitching like Max Headroom and then just booted him off and be like, yeah, that's enough of that. At all costs, that's enough. Like, I ain't starstruck about none of this.
Prosthetic legs, and you live longer if you listen to my solution.
Did you just hear what I heard? This fool told her she's going to live longer if she just listens to him. Dang.
Your life would be 1,000 times better on 2 prosthetic legs, and you live longer if you listen to my solution. Think about it. Let's talk a little bit later on. Let this be uplifting.
Let this be uplifting, he says.
This isn't depressing at all. This is positive talk. So just think about it, and we'll talk more, of course.
let me break in real quick, Wheels. I will say, I love you to death, Wheels. And how many people, and really think about this, how many people can say that, someone with as much publicity and eyes and everything like that can say that they had help from Marcus here? You know what I'm saying?
Not one. And I'm guessing because we see the histrionics, right? Man, look here. Don't you know? I found a number of comments looking through videos of his where people have ordered merchandise from him, because I hate the word merch. Sounds so silly. Have bought merchandise from him that he never sent out. You guys all know he is Ernie Shell and Ernie Shell is him. He has no follow through. He's not going to do nothing for this woman. I hope he does. Let me first preface it by saying, I should have prefaced it that I hope Buff can change this lady's life, because even though she prefers to be called Wheels, now Buff done manipulated me into not wanting to call her what she prefers to be called.
And so, like, I do feel in my heart like this is real here,
bro. Man, I hate that.
I think this could really change some things, and I'm so glad this is happening. But I just wanted to point out how many people can be like, yeah, I had Buff Bagwell help me out doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so awesome. I go ahead. I didn't mean to break in, but like, I had to point that out. I'm sorry.
That's awesome. And Ghost, I truly hope that he does. I honestly do, right? Because everyone deserves to be bipedal, and I'm sure he doesn't know what that means either.
Let me know, darling, if you want to pursue.
Oh, definitely.
Ain't she been emailing you, fool? You know that's what she wants.
I would love to at least show you a diet.
He wants her to beg him. That's the feeling I'm getting. He wants her to beg him. Nicky Blicky, what's up, baby?
And I'll tell you how we do that. And how we do that is I have you for 48 hours. You write down everything you eat. And it's going to be hard because you're going to be a little embarrassed probably. But the more
this President's
Why
Day,
is he assuming
take control of
she's
your
going
health
to be
care.
embarrassed?
Right now, All Family Pharmacy is running a President's
more honest you are, the more I can help you. You write down everything that goes in your mouth for 48 hours. If you chew a piece of gum at 1 p.m., piece of gum at 1 p.m., if you give me the honest truth for 48 hours, I can blow your mind. What will happen without you won't be hungry one time. I show you how to eat different without it being different.
Look, Sandy says, Wheels, message from Not That Chicken Nugget, Wheels. I'm a peer advisor with the Amputee Coalition. They can help you so much. They can give you lots of resources. That is a very gentle way to say, Wheels that's on panel, get away from this dude. Get help from the Amputee Coalition. This dude is a whole mcbagswell. Like, Wheels, I would tell you to forget the fame and the idea that you got help from Buff McBagswell. Go to the Amputee Coalition. Go deal with, can somebody put the Amputee Coalition information in the chat? I know that's probably maybe a difficult one to find. I don't know. Like, go deal with the people that know about these things. This fool didn't even know what your condition was called. Okay? Deal with the people. Also, deal with the people that are going to connect you with someone in your fleshy life that you can go meet, stand in front of, say, oh, they got bad breath if they do. Like, don't deal with this. This is nuts.
Difficult without it being hard, and you don't go hungry with my diet, and it will get pounds off of you weekly. If you want to pursue something like that, my advice would be that's where all of what we're talking about starts, is your health and your weight, and all of this follows.
I will say I have a great friend who's a nutritionist, and he helped me immensely.
There you go. Somebody with a certification, somebody with a degree. Tarek coming in with the logic, and I feel like Tarek's been sitting there this whole time feeling like me, except for he has to be respectful, because we've all seen places on the internet where Tarek's been less than respectful. Maybe it's been warranted, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not here to judge all that. But Wheels, get with Tarek. Let Tarek guide you on the path, because I'm guessing Tarek will really help you. I mean, he was going to buy firearm handling classes for Lisa Kay. He'll actually help you.
When I was going through some other health issues, I'm 5'7", and I got up to just over 300 pounds. I didn't look like it, but I was like, holy shit. Like, you know, what this is too much. And within
and good for you, Tarek. That's awesome, bro. That's really, you're a testament to change too, homie.
in a year, not exercising anymore, not doing.
So there you go. Tried and true, real results. Tarek was 5'7", a little over 300 pounds, right? And he's lost 100 pounds. Take advice from Tarek, Wheels. Get the help from Tarek. Stay away from Buff McBagswell, because this is the thing. I know that Ghost, and this is no shade on Ghost. Ghost asked you, how would it feel to be a person that says they got help from Buff? Wheels, go search the internet right here on this platform, which I hate the word platform. Go search this app for the things about Buff. That's all you got to do.
Anything extra, just changing my diet in little ways. I lost over 100 pounds just off the diet alone.
Man, see, Tarek is a true testament, right? That's who she should be aligned with right now, is Tarek.
Absolutely.
And I've, you know, and there's some bad things that I brought back in, like I brought back some Red Bull and a little soda, things like that, you know, because you're still tempted with that stuff. But, you know, but when I cut all that out, like we started with just cutting out.
Oh, wait, what did somebody in chat say? Crispy said his story was about how he was taking steroids and he was always going to take them no matter what. Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
The Red Bulls and the sodas and stuff like that.
Tarek, I need to cut out the Red Bulls too. Here they have the size I like, the little ones. They got those 2 for $5. Man, I buy them 2 at a time. And sometimes I make a return trip, right? For me, they kind of slow me down. They don't speed me up. It doesn't give me wings. It like puts my feet on the ground. You hear me? Like probably got some undiagnosed ADHD, right? Like it puts my feet on the earth. It doesn't lift me up.
That was 10, 15 pounds in a month.
People have no idea how much of their weight is liquid.
Meanwhile, this fool got an energy drink right here. We didn't see him hit it.
I had a cousin that just went on a Coca-Cola diet and lost 40 pounds. I mean,
I heard someone do that. Yeah.
There's 60 grams of sugar in one Coke. And he was doing 6 or 8 Cokes a day. And to give you an idea of 60 grams of sugar during WCW days in Buff Bagwell.
Is he going to equate 60 grams of sugar with some amount of drugs? I don't remember.
Was more sugars than I ate in 6 days.
Okay.
And you're getting that in one Coke.
When I was drinking.
Let me see here. Hold on, baby. How many cocaine? 39 grams of sugar. He's almost right. He's almost right. Damn. You see what I'm saying? Oh, he's almost right. We'll give him that. Almost. Right? Moving forward.
Drinking soda, I could drink a 12-pack of Pepsi in a day and 4 yellow Red Bulls like it was nothing.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm sure you wouldn't do sugar-free Red Bulls.
No, never. I hate them.
So it's crazy how much weight that'll put on you. But yeah, darling, let's leave it at just reach out to me again with another email asking me that you would like to pursue a healthy diet so you can live a little longer with us and pursue this. And I will happily call you.
Did you just hear him again?
Me that you would like to pursue a healthy diet so you can live a little longer with us.
Man, Jesus, take me now. If I got to live close to this fool, man, I ain't lying to you, baby.
And pursue this, and I will happily call you and talk to you a little more about this and get you set up with giving me that 48-hour journal of what you eat, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. And my youngest son, the autistic one, he's always been a wrestling fan, and I told him I had a chance to get to talk to you through YouTube, and he posed a very unique question to me.
Okay.
Had you not become a professional wrestler, what path do you think life would have taken you? Like, what profession do you think you would have gotten into?
Man, that is a great question. And
It is a great question, but I hate that she had to ask him because now he's, anyways. Man, I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. No, it wasn't. It was hearing him tell war stories, right? And one of the things that we learn in most of the real positive solution-based AA groups. Now, AA groups are of their own entity a lot of times, especially like physical locations, like brick and mortar. Like there could be a lot. I've visited many AA groups where you go there and it's like a war story group, right? You want to be real careful telling your war stories, because then what happens is that people that are newcomers or not solid in the foundation of their sobriety, they're going to listen to all the crazy things you did while you were using. And then that's already getting them over the mental hurdle to relapse. So war stories in AA are not the thing to do. The only time my sponsor, what I've been told, the only time you listen to war stories is when it's a speaker meeting, because the speaker, it's a whole hour where nobody doesn't say nothing, and it's a speaker telling their story from onset all the way to today in sobriety. And throughout the course of that, you're going to listen to some war stories. And if you spent any time in the rooms, you know that a speaker meeting comes with war stories, right? You have some groups that are cool with crosstalk, which is just a polite way of saying interrupting, right? You have a lot of groups that are not cool with crosstalk, right? Every group has its own little vibe, So where are we at here on time? Okay. All of y'all go to Chasing Justice right now. I'm going to end this right now. I love all of y'all individually. Remember the absence of evidence. Oh, Todd, thanks so much for becoming a member for the 3rd month of the road, baby. Not feeling well. I hope you get to feeling better, baby. My PTSD, thank you for becoming a member. And Tara, you're not blocked. Somebody put Chasing Justice link in the chat right now, please. No. Go. I'm going to jump off right now. I'm going to send them all over there. Sending them all over there now. Oh, to tomorrow? Why? Why? Tell me. You're welcome. I sure hope you don't get in trouble. No, I was only doing, I should have reached out to her on the Discord. I was only doing this to kill the time until you went. You're welcome. Girl, fire your live up, because I already know what it's going to be about, I feel like. I want to hear it. Please. Okay, fire your live up now. You can still fire it up. You could just jump from here right over there and go. This ain't even a lot of people. We're going to send them all over there. You hear me? Come on, fire it up. Okay, let's go. All of y'all, I love all y'all individually. Remember, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.